Hi and welcome back to my channel. So this is my second booktube video and the last one was in November and it's already March. I know, I've already failed. So I think the problem with me is I have not prioritized reading as I've done in the past, mostly because of social media. And not even because I'm making content, because I'm watching content. So on my TikTok channel, I've set accountability for myself for actually posting, and I'm going to do the same here. I am going to try to post at least 4 longer booktube videos a month, at least one a week maybe. And then do more shorts with books, with clothes, with all my other acting stuff that I wanted to do, and we'll see how that goes. And I guess I'm just wanting to prioritize actually reading. I love to read and I just don't read like I used to. And I have the time to do it. It's just I choose not to. And I hate that. And I have so many books to read. And once I'm reading, I'm into it. But it's I always prioritize scrolling. And I have to stop doing that. And it's weird, but putting this stuff on the internet is going to hold me accountable over me just saying, oh, I'll stop scrolling, and I won't. Now I actually have goals and things I have to get done. I try to read 7 to 10 books a month, depending on how long they are. Anything over is a bonus. But I mean, if I'm reading a bunch of 600-page books, if I read less, that's okay. Anyways, I just wanted to do a January, February wrap up. I've only read 4 books this year, 2 each month. So I just wanted to show what they were and what I thought about them. So the first was a book I started reading last year. It was called Cordelia Underwood, or The Marvelous Beginnings of the Moose Path League. Book set in 1896 in the state of Maine, and it's just kind of these different odd characters as they cross paths. There's a little mystery involved. It's very historical set around that time, and I actually really enjoyed this. I love the characters. I thought the writing style was great. There are more books in the series with some recurring characters and some new characters, so I definitely like to check it out. And I thought this was a 5-star read for me. The next book I read in January was Keep Me Posted. This book follows 2 sisters. One sister lives in New York. The other one lives overseas currently because her husband's job is over there. And they kind of grown apart in their adult lives. They talk to each other every once in a while, but they only see each other at Christmas. And they decide to connect better by becoming pen pals. So they actually have to write physical letters and send them out. And they kind of learn about each other more and about themselves. Kind of shows the struggles of finding your identity outside of being a mother and having kids. And I thought it was just this cute short book about sisterhood and all this different stuff. One character is Cassie. Her sister is Sid. So it's really told from Cassie's point of view. She'll show the letters that Sid sent her, but we never see inside of Sid's minds. It's all mostly you following Cassie basically. I really enjoyed this one. I definitely would read something from this author again. I really like the writing style and I thought it kept to the point and didn't get too out of control. Now we have our February reads. The first being Icebreaker. So this was a big TikTok sensation. I thought this book was okay. So obviously going into it, I knew it was going to be smutty. That is not a surprise to me. But the thing I felt lacking is the actual storyline. There's a conflict that happens earlier in the book and it gets resolved at the end, but the middle is just there's not much going on. The romance is going on, but in terms of actual plot, there's nothing else going on. And I get it's a romance book, so it's not going to be super plot heavy, but I kind of got bored with it. But I really, really love these characters, and she has 2 more books set in the same world with different characters that we do see. We already meet the characters in this book, and I'd love to check those out. I really like the main characters. I really just got bored in the middle, I guess. So I think I gave this one 3 stars. 3.5 stars, actually. Gave this one 3.5 stars. But I'll check out her other books and see if I like them better. And the other 2 books I did give 5 stars. Last book I read, it was another TikTok sensation, The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. Now, believe it or not, my grandma read this first and said I had to read it, and she loved it. So my grandma is a TikTok girly, and she didn't even know that. This is a thriller, very fast-paced. I finished this in 2 days. And it's just about this woman who is a doctor, and she's haunted by her past. Her dad was a serial killer, and he was killing girls in their basement. And she tries to hide from her past, but then all of a sudden, girls are getting murdered in a similar way. And now it looks like she's guilty, and she has to like figure out who is killing these women. It's a really interesting book. I just felt like towards the end it got a little rushed, and we kind of just hurried up, finished up the plot, and then it was over. I also thought there wasn't a lot of suspects, and for me in a thriller or mystery, like I need a couple more people in it so I could kind of be like distracted of like who actually did it, because to me I figured out who did it pretty fast, but my grandma didn't. So I guess it just depends on what kind of person you are. And I give this 4 stars, and I definitely would pick up more books by her. I definitely have to go out and buy more books for her to give to my grandma so she doesn't keep bothering me about getting those books. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've definitely thought she was a good author for self-publishing and stuff. Really well written compared to some of the self-published stuff. My wrap-up for the month, and hopefully next month's wrap-up is a little longer and I can read more books. I'm planning on doing a couple different reading vlogs and just trying to experiment with my style. Because obviously the more I do this, the better I'll get at it and I won't be so awkward. So if you have any books you want me to check out, anything that you'd like me to try for a video style, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.